Dexter Resurrection, episode 4, title Call Me Red. Now, this episode is when we meet the other characters because pretty much we see, hey, these are the characters that Dexter's going to kill off out through the remaining episodes of this show because here you go. Because Dexter wants to belong. I mean, think about it. Like, the entire story of Dexter from episode 1 of the pilot of the original series is all about he wants to belong. He wants to be himself with other people, but he can't because if they did know what he did, knowing that he's a serial killer, he would, be in an electric chair, be in prison at least, and death penalties, and he can't do that, so he has to keep a mask on. And each season, give and take, is all about him asking himself, can I now take that mask off? Can I be with this person? Can I hang around with these people and be myself? Because that happened way back in series 1 with the Ice White Killer with his brother, Brian Moser. Then season 2, you had Lila. You had Miguel for season 3. A little bit with Trinity Killer with season 4. And then, season 5, and then Hannah with, 7 and 8. Like, and Harrison with New Blood. Like, there's so much of Dexter wanting to take the mask off and just wants to be himself, but he can't because, the people that he connects with the most fits the code, and he has to slice them off, and throw them in the river. So it's kind of, and seeing this group of killers in this gentleman's club of serial killers who is run by this witch guy, Larry, who's the character's name, played by Peter Dinklage. He's just a massive fan. He's just a fanboy of serial killers. He has a museum of merchandise, of serial killer merchandise, like, Bundy's execution chair, and John Wayne Gacy's clown suit, and of course some Dexter memorabilia items like the Trinity Killer. One of the things is he would beat people with a hammer, or the ice. What do you call it? Like the ice tray that Brian Moser died on. In the final episode of season 1 of the original series, like that Dexter killed. And of course, he sees the blood slides. And of course, Dexter, the moment he sees the blood slides, he feels like a miss you, old friend. Like it's a love that long lost love that has been found. Which him getting a little bit creepy over it, like, oh, the blood slides. Hello, my old friends. It's I won't lie, the blood slides kind of got me a bit nostalgic too, because it's like, hey, it's been a while. I mean, Original Sin, there's no blood slides. In New Blood, he's like, oh, I don't need blood slides anymore. I don't need them. And that. And this is also Dexter going back his ways, going back to his also roots as well. But I really enjoy these characters like Howell, who played by Neil Patrick Harris, whose whole obsession is with tattoos, and he kills people with tattoos and whips their skin off and all that. You got Rapunzel, who has a pig, a ponytail fetish, so he like collects the ponytails. You have Christian Wiggins' character, Maya, who is kind of like Dexter a little bit with hunting serial killers. It's like hunting sexual predators. And that's and you just find these characters so interesting. This world building and the aspects of Dex. Like, as much as Harry's ghost is like, dude, what the fuck? At the same time, I'm like, why? I'm like, I kind of want Dexter to get along with these guys. I'm sure he's bullshitting and saying, I'm the the dark passenger. I mean, technically, I am the dark passenger, but the New York dark passenger, Red, as he being as he's been calling him, as he people been calling him in this episode. But it's just I really enjoy this aspect and the world building out of it, and seeing a different type of way to them to explore the theme of the show, including original sin, including the original way of the original series, and the new blood, and now this, um, how they're able to connect it all. It's a new way to explore that theme of Dexter wants basically belong. He wants to be belong somewhere, um, and that. There's a couple of fan theories in my head, but I'm thinking like, nah, that can't be it. Like, it just feels a little bit, just because like, oddly enough, in my head, I was thinking the moment Crystal Ritter got announced that she was in Dexter in this season of Dexter, I was like, is there a chance that she might be like the daughter of Lila or something, like some weird like, because you can kind of buy that. Like, if someone said like, "Hey, Maya, you know, looks like the daughter of Lila," which is, by the way, is a character that we, don't get talked about much. Ice Rock Killer gets talked a lot. You have Trinity Killer gets talked a lot. Miguel Cage gets talked a lot. But not much like Lila, because season 2, let's be honest, season 2 might be the best season of the original series. It's like a bait of like 2 and 4, sorry, bait between 2 and 4, but for me, season 2 is the best season of the original series, so it is interesting how like, the only thing is that gets connected to it is the whole, Bayham Butcher aspect of things. How Pilfor was Dokes, and now Angel, Angel is like, nah, Dexter's the Bayard Butcher, but you can't do anything because you have to catch him in the act. You have to have evidence that, and Dexter's quite good covering his tracks, so it's it could be quite interesting how it wraps up. Like, if they're going to do, like, hey, let's try to make a new finale. Let's do the final season. And try to get it right. And keep trying to get it right. And try to get it right. And I'm wondering, Dexter's is one of those shows that's just, there cannot be a bow tie ending. There can't be a bow tie ending. Because I think if you have him getting caught, people get pissed. Kill him off, people got pissed. Going the symbolic ending with the original series finale. They went the symbolic ending of, like, the final kill and Dead being dead and and the Dark Passion's no longer there anymore, and that didn't work. So I'm wondering how, if they're going like, hey, this is it. Let's, like, if you want to treat this as a trilogy, which the series is like movie 1, New Blood movie 2, and Resurrection is movie 3, and you're wrapping it up. Dexter hunting down the serial, I don't know. I don't know of that. But the moment I don't really like. But look, I'm curious how the Batista, now teaming up with the New York Police Department trying to hunt down Dexter, or at least use Harrison to do that. I'm wondering how that's going to be play out. Now, also, the one thing I want to talk about for the last bit of this episode is the ending, when, spoiler, we have a kill scene. We have a scene where Dexter, murders someone. Spoiler. The main character is a serial killer. At some point, the serial killer is going to do some serial killer shit. Shock horror. Dexter uh, announces to them, to that person, that they're the Bayard the Butcher. In my head, I'm thinking, would that be like meeting a celebrity? Like, that would be like, but then I realize, the Bayard the Butcher is like, if you're a killer, and definitely a serial killer, he's the guy that you don't want to meet, because you know what his thing is. He hunts other killers. He's the boogeyman. The Bayard the Butcher is the boogeyman for the actual serial killers. He's the Margaga. He's the John Wick. And him just... So, the moment that the person kills one of his boys says, "Fuck!" You're like, yeah. Yeah, you know you're screwed. Yeah. But yeah, and finally, by the end of the episode, Harrison and Dexter meet. For God's sakes. I would like to be a little bit, maybe halfway through this episode, maybe. But, look, the rest of the episode was fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. There clearly are some chemistry between Maya and Dex, or at least Maya is quite interested. Doing the whole, I'm going to go take a shower and leave the door open just a bit so you can just see me when you stand up. Dear. But anyway, if you see the episode, comment below and let me know your thoughts.